On June 4th, 2024, we have the Sun and Venus meeting up in the sky. Now, when the planet of love rests in the heart of the Sun, expect your love to shine. We can gain clarity on things that we value and what we do not, as well as who and what we treasure. Beauty, pleasure, these things illuminate through our relationships. A Venus Sun Cazimi is an excellent time to strengthen bonds with others, to foster harmony in your personal relationships, whether it be friend or significant other. Expect to have these deeper connections and these clearer communication in all matters that have to do with your heart. Venus also rules money and your possessions. So use this time to look over any of your budgets, focus on self-care and your personal aesthetics. Take some time to pamper yourself. Hi, I'm Patricia Tate, and this is your Sun Venus Cazimi for June 4th, 2024, monthly astrology forecast for all 12 signs. Now, before we dive in, I want to share about my new Transit Talk webinars that I'm offering. They are these interactive educational opportunities on a different topic each month. To learn more, visit willowgracemystik.com. To get astrological updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. Now let's dive in. So for Aries Sun and Aries Rising, the Sun Venus Cazimi is in your third house. I absolutely love this for you because this is all types of communication. The third house is the house of relationship with your siblings, your neighbors. So it's going to be this beautiful combination of connections, whether it be written or whether it be shared through email, phone, text. Now, Venus rules over your second house of your self-worth, your cash, your property, your personal resources. The second house also represents topics that have to do with your personal belongings, people, places, and things that you want in order or need in order for you to feel safe and secure. Now, Venus also rules over your seventh house of partnerships. I call the seventh house your 1+1 house. It's you with other people. So this could be significant other, business partner, this could be your best friend, this could be clients, one-on-one relationships, this could be your marital partner. So the seventh house represents love, contractual relationships, contracts, negotiations, and your third house is all about talking, communicating through all types of communication. The third house is about how we talk and exchange ideas, but it's also how we build relationships and where we formulate our thoughts before we express them to other people. So pulling this all together, this is you really finding clarity on who you value, what you value, wanting to make those partnerships available, wanting to strengthen the bonds either between a business partner or a significant other, client. This does bring in money and possessions because the second house is your resources, your movable property, your talents, your skill set. So we know that what you are communicating is sharing these thoughts with other people who are like-minded, because a Cazimi with Venus is a time where you want to, Venus is in the heart of the Sun. So it is giving you these clear connections in communications of all matters that have to do with your heart. So Aries, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays for full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystik.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising, I absolutely love this for you because Venus is your ruling planet. So we have the Sun Venus Cazimi meeting in your second house of your self-worth, your cash, your property, your resources. It's your attitude towards money. It's your income. It's your spending goals. The second house has everything to do with your sensual pleasures, your belongings. And so Venus rules over your first house of you, your self-expression. What do you want to start? What do you want to begin? Your habits, your personality, your appearance, your identity. Now Venus also rules over your daily habits. How do I make a daily habit of nurturing and caring for myself? Where do I spend my money? where do I spend my resources? The sixth house is about my daily habits of self-care. It's also a connection to who you work with, like coworkers or employees. But I think that this really has everything to do with you gaining serious clarity on what you value, what you do not, and wanting to do an overhaul look of you being seen. How do you want to be seen? Upgrading your look. This is definitely pampering yourself. This could be with a sound bath. This could be with Reiki. This could be a walk or connecting with others. The sixth house is your mental, physical, spiritual, psychological, and emotional health and well-being. And what do you need to do on a daily basis in order to care for you, and you using your resources wisely in order to make those things happen. So Taurus, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystik.com, and to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Gemini Sun and Gemini Rising, I absolutely love this for you because this is in your first house of self. We know that everything that's going to go on now has everything to do with you launching something, your self-expression. The first house is you being seen. It's your website, your business card. It's what other people see, or your vibes, or your energy that you give off for other people. Now, Venus rules over your 12th house of self-sabotage and how do I overcome these things, like nurturing and caring for myself. And Venus also rules over your 5th house of children, love, joy, pleasure, taking a risk. The 5th house is what do I do for creative self-expression, the love that is given away, me enjoying play. So the 12th house can be going to a retreat, yoga, meditation, tapping into doing things privately where you get rest and retreat. I think of it as like rest and recovery, definitely taking time for yourself and saying, I need to gain some mental clarity on this. I need to tap into my money, my possessions, and make sure that where is everything going, and spend my money wisely on what brings me joy, what brings me pleasure, what things do I want to launch or create. The 5th house is the house of giving birth to something. So if it's not looking into like giving birth to a child, it could be projects or activities or anything that you would want to express yourself as a creative outlet, like a side gig. So Gemini, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystik.com, and to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising, the Venus Sun Cazimi is occurring in your 12th house. Now, the 12th house for you is rest and recovery. It's retreats and yoga and meditation. It's getting enough time alone. It's private time in order for you to tap into the subconscious or tap into making sure that you are taking the mental deep journey in order to transcend, to do the inner healing. Now, Venus rules over your 11th house of your dreams, your goals, your hopes, who you network with in order to move forward on that path. Venus also rules over your 4th house of your home, your family, your roots, your traditions, or the 4th house is what we build our foundation upon. So Cancer, for you, this is making sure that you definitely have a space at home to call your own, that you can to do the shamanic work, to make sure that you can tap into the spiritual realm. The 12th house is the dream realm through astral travel, astral projection. It is rest and retreats. This could be enjoying a retreat of some sort, and this could be through yoga, meditation, Reiki, some type of energy work. I think that it will be with like-minded individuals but it'll be on a smaller scale, because the 11th house is the house where you want to connect with peers or your star family or like kindred spirits. And so you saying, this is my social circle that share the same beliefs. Let's go off and do this together. Let's tap into our divinity together. This could be working on past life regressions, anything that definitely has you focused on spirituality and the spiritual realm, your connection to the spiritual realm. So Cancer, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystik.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Leo Sun and Leo Rising, I absolutely love and am so excited about this Sun-Venus Cazimi because it is occurring in your 11th house. This is you networking with other people that are like-minded. It's about clarity on who you value, what do you value, your money, your possessions, where, like, specific groups that you want to belong to or networks that you will use for either to support others in society, like where you want to volunteer, but it could also be for where you want to connect with others that will help align you for your career, your job, or your legacy. Now, Venus rules the top of your chart, your career, your job, authority figures, you being seen in the outside world. Venus also rules your 3rd house of communication. I love this because this is neighbors and siblings and cousins. This is everything to do with how you are talking and exchanging ideas, gathering information, sharing information. This is you disseminating what do you value the most, what brings you the most love and joy and pleasure, and sharing it with other people, being seen as an authority figure for the information that you are disseminating to the broader public. This can also be an authority figure like a boss or somebody else seeing the things that you do bring them value or bring them worth if you are working with somebody. So Leo, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. And for private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystik.com. So for Virgo Sun and Virgo Rising, I absolutely love this Cazimi for you because the Sun and Venus are meeting up in your 10th house of career, job, legacy, authority. This could be seen as your personal ambition, your life path. Now, Venus rules over your 9th house. The 9th house is classes and workshops and traveling to other places, cross-cultural experiences. So you tapping into people from far away and looking into the resources or finding the love and the clarity and the value in the people that you are meeting or in the places that you are going to. Venus also rules over your 2nd house of self-worth, cash, property, resources. So I really believe that this Cazimi for you at the top of your chart is really bringing into focus things that you value, things that you want to do for a job, a career, a legacy, where you want to make your mark on society. The 10th house is what do you want to achieve? Where do you want to spend your money? What do you really value? And I want to connect with other people from different cultures. I want to share these resources elsewhere. I want to gain an income from this. The 2nd house represents not just your skill set and your salary and your income, but it's also about your belongings and wanting to have like what you consider to be beauty and pleasure to surround yourself. So Virgo, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystik.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Libra Sun and Libra Rising, I love this for you because Venus is your ruling planet. So we have the Sun-Venus Cazimi at the top of your chart. in your ninth house. Now, the ninth house represents you with cross-cultural experiences with foreign people, places, and things. It's taking a class, taking a workshop. It's trining your first house of self. We know that this has to do with everything with your personality, your appearance, what things that you want to launch or to do, taking the connections that you have with other people to a different level. Now, Venus also rules over your eighth house of shared resources. So this might have a connection that can be about you partnering up with other people, or what you are studying, what you're diving into. The ninth house is not just taking classes and workshops, but it's legal matters, and it could be bringing in topics that revolve around your private affairs, deep psychological connections that you have with other people in order for you to strengthen these bonds with them. The eighth house represents you with business partners or with significant others, but it's also the house where we have our exes, and it can, like with alimony and child support, but it can also be with business partners, and it can be with family members. So having this deep connection between these people, knowing that this is about your power, your self-expression. This could be you launching a project. This is the first house represents your business card or your website. So taking time to find things that bring you joy and pleasure, or diving into those and connecting with other people that have and strengthen the bonds with them that bring you this connection to them on a heartfelt basis that brings you clarity on truly what do you value and the direction in which you want to move forward with. So Libra, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystik.com, and to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising, the Venus Sun Cazimi is occurring in your eighth house. The eighth house is you having this deep bonding experience with somebody else. This will be a deep, intimate partner. This is about like this heart-centered connection. Now, Venus rules over your 12th house. The 12th house is the house of spiritual retreats, rest, recovery. It's also self-sabotage and like removing yourself from that or ridding yourself from that. Venus also rules over your 7th house of partnerships. I absolutely love this because this is looking for a connection, a one-on-one connection with either a business partner, a significant other, a marital partner, a best friend, or with clients. And it can be all of these things together, bringing in the 12th house topics of meditation, Reiki, retreats. The 12th house has everything to do with connecting to the spiritual realm, but it's also connecting to the divine, and you wanting to have this deep connection with somebody that is more than just surface. It's about beauty and pleasure and strengthening the bonds that you have with somebody, and focusing on not just your self-care, but you saying, I want to make this partner more than just a friend. It is wanting to strengthen the bonds of that partnership, whether it be business or significant other or client one-on-one. This for you is definitely bringing in the 8th house topics of wanting to have a deep bonding experience. The 8th house is the house of birth, death, and rebirth. It's a transformation of, so taking the relationships you have and transforming them into something deeper. So Scorpio, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystik.com, and to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Sagittarius Sun and Sagittarius Rising, I love this for you because this is in your partnership sector. A Sun Venus Cazimi is really having these heartfelt connections, either with you and a marriage partner or a business partner, a best friend, clients. The seventh house is the house of love and contractual agreements. So this could be like business contracts that you could have. This is about negotiation, cooperation. It's about trust and connection to others. Now, Venus rules over your 11th house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals, the networks in which you navigate in order to move forward. Now, Venus also rules over your 6th house of your daily habits, of having to nurture yourself, focusing on self-care. So during this transit, this could really bring in topics that revolve around money, possessions, connecting with clients or business, or your business partner or your marital partner, making these connections, and you needing to shift some things that have to do with your daily habits to make sure that you are definitely taking care of yourself and making the right connections to move forward with career, job, or legacy. So Sagittarius, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystik.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising, this Venus Sun Cazimi is occurring in your 6th house. Now for you, this represents your daily habits. This is in the house of self-care. I need to make my health a priority. My mental, my physical, my spiritual, my psychological, my emotional. I need to make my health a priority daily to move forward with. This could be through taking time out for yoga or meditation or the exercise class, or making sure that I connect with the counselor or the mentor. Now, Venus rules over your 10th house of career, job, your public reputation. The 10th house represents your social status, promotion, success, and so the 6th house is the balance between those, between your home and your work. Now, Venus also rules over your 5th house of children and love and joy, wanting to take a risk, pleasure. So this could be you starting a side gig or starting a creative project, art, music, poetry, something that you want to take a risk on that has to do with a creative outlet that maybe you want to make money for, also as a career, a job, or for your professional life. The 6th house brings in the topic of how can I do this and make these shifts attainable through daily goals of I have to take care of myself, make sure I get enough rest, make sure I'm taking the right vitamins, and focus on my money and my possessions, because Venus rules over money, possessions, and all topics revolving around love and beauty and pleasure. So Capricorn, please make sure that you put all those topics into the bucket for this transit, because it's the perfect opportunity for you. All right, so Capricorn, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystik.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Aquarius Sun and Aquarius Rising, this Venus Sun Cazimi is in your 5th house of love, pleasure, joy, romance, affairs. The 5th house is where we take a risk. The 5th house is like where we have this creative self-expression through our outlets with love given. The 5th house is creativity. It can be gambling. It can be the house of I want to give birth to a child. I want to connect up with a lover. It can also be I want to start a side gig. I have a project that I really think that I can make money from. Now, Venus rules over your 9th house of cross-cultural experiences. So this could be meeting somebody from far away, or a different religion, or a different philosophy or culture or belief. The 9th house is you connected with taking a class or a workshop or legal matters that that could be with people of different religions or philosophies or beliefs. The ninth house is you intermingling with other people that are not the same as you and diving into it to want to understand it. It's about wisdom and studying and learning. Now, Venus also rules your fourth house of home. The fourth house represents your personal life. It's your traditions. It's your upbringing. It's your living situation, and it's your family dynamics. And so this could be you saying, I'm connecting with you and I want to travel with you, take a class with you, a workshop with you, tie some things up with legal matters, or remember that Venus always represents like beauty and pleasure. And so tapping into that and showing beauty and pleasure through some of your creative expressions. And this could also be making money or with what you want to do, like your side hustle. There could be something that has to do with a side hustle that could be this could be investments, this could be gambling. The fifth house represents all of those topics. So for Aquarius, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystik.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising, the Sun Venus Cazimi is occurring in your fourth house of your home, your traditions, your family, your roots. This is you connecting with other people that feel like family and strengthening these bonds. This could be about your money and your possessions and doing something to your home. Now, Venus rules over your eighth house it's the house of shared bonding. So it could be you with a business partner, you with a significant other, it could also be with exes, and it can be with your marital partner or your life partner. So bringing in that topic and your third house of communication. The third house brings in the topics that have to do with your neighbors, your siblings, your cousins, who you communicate with on a daily basis. The third house also brings in topics with building relationships, building these connections with where you are sharing your ideas from. It's short distance travel and communication through formulating your thoughts and your language. So this could be connecting with other people through media or conversation, bringing this clarity on what really do you value that has to do with your home, that has to do with family and relationship and strengthening these bonds, possibly bringing in beauty and pleasure into your home. So Pisces, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. And for a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystik.com.